Hello everyone, and this is a really sort of different video. Today I'm doing a Secret to Diary of a YouTuber tag. I was tagged by Labyrinth35 and Parachute Walker, and possibly somebody else, but I don't know. Yeah, where I'm basically, what happens is I'm going to answer a bunch of questions. Yeah, just a bunch of questions that are, about YouTube. And it is fairly self-explanatory, so there's no right or wrong answer, but in the case of some of the questions, I might not be able to answer all of them, but I'll try my best. So, yes. Okay. Let's start where it starts. How long have you been on YouTube? Oh, I don't know. I think it might have been about 4 years now. It's at least 3.5 years. I can't even remember the day that I started YouTube, and like I had a friend at school who sort of helped me start the channel, and it was pretty crap, to be honest. And then I started doing these, movie reviews that were audio reviews, and I used trailers from the movies, and I got so many copyright strikes. It was unbelievable. Then I just didn't commit to YouTube for a while. I just sort of left it. And I was tempted to actually deactivate my account, but in the end, when I got a new camera, I started fresh. Well, then one day I just decided to start fresh, and I'm here now with 148 subscribers. I couldn't be more thankful, and I can't believe it, because I've just made some fantastic new friends. I mean, like Parachute Walker, MrTardis11, Jack McCullough, Labyrinth35. Just so many people there's some nice people on YouTube. There really are. A lot. I was worried about joining YouTube, because I thought, I was going to get trolled quite a lot. But to my surprise, I've made many new friends, and the beauty of it is the fact that they've subscribed to me because they have the same common interests that I do. So that really is kind of the basis of our friendship. That is really how it shows how close friends we are. I mean, I haven't talked to some of them for a few weeks now, because I've been busy, but yeah, I'm thankful for all that they've done as well. Like, it's just, even just to talk on Skype and everything, and just to comment on the videos, it means so much, because they could easily just ditch me or ditch my channel, and but yeah, no, I should be. I'm so thankful. I'm very lucky. Okay, next question. At what point do you think you will stop? Really, I haven't thought about it. I mean, it's probably going to be in a few years, because I'm actually sort of older than some of my other fellow YouTubers, like Parachute Walker and Labyrinth35, and MrTardis11. I'm sort of older than them, so I'm going to have to. I think I'll stop when I don't have the time for it. I haven't really made a plan to stop. I kind of want to carry on for as long as possible, because it's become a sort of a part of my life. I sort of feel like I have to do it. Like whenever I see a film, I have to review it now. Like before, I could sort of review the odd one and then just not bother with some other one. But now I sort of feel like I want to review everything that I see. I just feel like, because constantly when I watch a film, I'm sort of analysing it, and I'm sort of just thinking, I've got to review this for my YouTube, and yeah, I haven't thought about stopping. I'm still having a blast, basically, and it's fun to watch other people's content as well. It's a lot of fun to do that too. So, I mean, even if I stop making videos, I'll still keep my account, so I can comment on videos, which should be great for me. Okay. Oh. The best thing about being on YouTube is really the people you meet. I mean, that might sound a bit cheesy, but yeah, that's what I've come to find, is the people that I've met that really have sort of changed the way that I see YouTube. I wouldn't really still be here if it weren't for them guys that I've just mentioned. There are other guys as well, like Joe Malley. It's that Joe guy, I think he's called now. Harry Williams, who I don't see much of him around anymore, but I haven't watched any of his latest videos, but he's doing really well on YouTube. Xenomorph824, he's a good guy. You know, there's a lot of great people on YouTube, and the ones I mentioned like Parachute Walker, MrTardis11, Jack McCullough, Labyrinth35. I'm lucky. Like I said before, I'm lucky. And also the best thing is that people enjoy my content. I mean, if people didn't enjoy my content, then what would be the point of being on YouTube? It would just be pointless. I'd just be making videos for me, and that wouldn't be. There'd be no point. If I was just doing that for me, then there'd be no point uploading it to YouTube. So yes, I'm glad people enjoyed the reviews and the sketches and the discussions. It really does mean a lot, and you know, I feel really blessed. I can't stress this enough. And yes, there are times when, you know, I haven't always seen eye to eye with some of my friends. You know, Mr. Ultimate Whovian and I, we've had a few, you know, disagreements. Putting that lightly there, and same with Jack McCullough. You know, we've had a few disagreements, but I still consider them good mates because they've done a lot for me. So yeah. Okay. The worst thing. What do you do to make it okay? Well, the worst thing, as probably other people have said, trolls. I mean, I rarely get them, but there was one time when on one of my Harry Potter reviews, I did get somebody who had a very negative opinion. It wasn't, I don't know if it was necessarily a troll, but he was just very kind of like uptight about it, and I was just like, okay. And actually no, it was on a Bond review, and it turned into a bit of an argument, like between him and one of my subscribers. I was like, look guys, look, I don't want this, so like I think I might have deleted the comments. So yeah, I've only really had that major incident with trolls, and I think when I started YouTube, I had somebody comment on my channel saying, oh, you know, your reviews are SHIT and all that, you know, all that malarkey. But to be honest, I didn't even notice it because my friend was the one that told me about it, because he saw it. So yeah, I just take no notice of them, to be honest. That's what I do to make it okay. I just don't really take any notice of it. Either that or I just delete their comments. Yeah, I just delete the comments. That way, it causes less problems for me. Okay. How many thumbnail options do you usually take? Well, I don't know really. To be honest, I used to. I thought to myself at one point I want to like be a bit more creative with my thumbnails. Like once I sort of, you know, made my channel available for thumbnails, for custom thumbnails, I decided to make some for my Harry Potter and Bond reviews, my earlier Bond reviews. But I thought they were just a bit too overt. So I just thought I'll go back to basics and just have pictures, like not of me. Like I don't like to have myself in the thumbnails, because at the time that I did that, I thought I didn't want many people knowing about my YouTube. So now I just sort of stick to, like, when I review a film, I just put the picture in the thumbnail. Like my Guardians of the Galaxy review is just a picture of it's just a poster. Like I get the poster off, you know, the internet, and I put it in my thumbnail. It's better than just looking at me like in the thumbnail. I think it's a more attractive looking thing than me. So yeah, and you know, I've got posters up on the wall there. So I've got many more, but the one you can see is the Iron Man 3 one, obviously, and I really like that film. Yeah, I love my films, so you know, that's kind of, yeah, why I wanted to start. Yeah. Okay, YouTuber crush. I'm afraid I can't answer this question because I haven't watched many female YouTubers, and the ones I have seen, I mean, I think their content is great, but I don't particularly find them attractive. I mean, I don't feel obliged to say that. I mean, that's kind of a personal question. But I mean, I have people, you know, I obviously know girls that I recently did have a sort of a crush, but it wasn't someone who was on YouTube, so I'm sort of cheating a bit with this question. So, yeah, this girl that I did drama with, I really liked her a lot, and didn't work out. But you know, it's and I'm sharing this with you, so please just, you know, don't please don't put a down on my love life. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a, I'm not the greatest guy with girls, but there you go. As far as YouTube is concerned, there is no YouTube crush. I have YouTube buddies, I have YouTube pals, if that's alright to say, but in terms of crush, there is none. So, yes, who's on your collab list? Oh, sorry about that, Facebook. My collab list, wish list, I don't really have anyone that I want to collab with. I mean, if people are willing to collaborate with me, then I'm really up for that. Well, I have collabed with quite a lot of people. Parachute Walker, you know, Mr. Ultimate Whovian, Labyrinth 35. All three of them appeared in my 13 Doctors trilogy, which is amazing. I mean, I couldn't have done it without them. Dorothy, Adam's duck, and she now has her own YouTube channel, so good for Dorothy. Jack McCullough as well. He's appeared in the Bond Life sketch, and he's appearing in the sequel. If I ever get around to finishing the edit. Yeah, but no. And I think that's it. I think that's about it. I haven't really collabed with anyone else. Yeah, but no, you know, I'm just happy that I've collabed with them. I mean, even if I can't collab with anyone else, I'm just happy to collab with them. Because it's really nice to just make somebody else's, just to promote someone else's YouTube channel on my channel as well. That's kind of why I love collabing, because it's not, you know, just so they can, you know, be in my content. I mean, sometimes, you know, we've helped each other write content, which is great, and I've collabed with them on their channels, so, you know, I kind of return the favour. It's not like me being selfish and keep asking them, you know, although I have done that, which is a shameful sin. But the point I'm trying to make is it's a lot of fun, and you know, yes, it might take a lot. It takes longer for me. I usually get videos out there quite quickly, so it takes a lot longer, but it's worth it in the end because you just get such a great response. Like, well, so far I have anyway. I mean, the Bond Life sketch seemed to do really well, and the 13 Doctors trilogy, everyone seems to enjoy them. I do just make standard sketches on my own, like, as well, in my Doctor Who reviews and Bond reviews, and as well, like, I'm starting fresh on the Bond reviews, and, you know, they're going okay, I guess, so far. I really started them for the sake of camera quality as well, like, restarted them for that as well. But collab, wish list, I mean, obviously I'd love to collab with a bigger, like, YouTube, you know, YouTuber. Oh, I have also collabed with Dark Nuke Productions as well. My mate at college, I've been in a couple of his Shabba videos, so that's great. Yeah. But in terms of, like, I'm sort of part of the Hooniverse of YouTube, I guess you could say, as well as sort of the film reviewers and the comedy sort of side of it as well. I mean, I'm not like one of the big, you know, YouTubers, because I've only got 148 subscribers, so, you know, I mean, I'm in kind of the lower asset, like with Parachute Walker and Mr. Ultimate Whovian, like kind of in that strand. I'm not really fussed, I'm not really fussed about how many subscribers I get. I just love making the content, and I mean, it doesn't, when I get a subscriber, it doesn't motivate me, like, when I get, I'm on 148 subscribers, and, you know, when I get some more, it does motivate me, and I mean, I'm so close to 150, so, you know, there might be another shout-out video coming along soon. But yeah, no, I'm going to move on from that. What are you wearing on your bottom half? Well, if you must know, I'm wearing jeans and socks, and, of course, how can I put this lightly, undergarments. Lol, no, yeah, of course, you know, I'm wearing underwear as well, but that's a bit of a weird question. But Yeah, no, that's what I'm wearing. How long until you actually click record? Well, none, because I'm already recording. But what I did before I recorded was I watched Parachute Walker's YouTube tag. That's what I did, and yeah, I got dressed and stuff. So yeah, some of these questions are a bit weird. Okay, how do you feel about the YouTube community / culture? Well, now, well, it's really not what I expected. I mean, also to mention about the collabs, I did collab with the Unfitting Key as well, who is one of my best friends. He actually helped me start my channel, so you know I've got to give him a credit for that. So sorry, Keys, for not shouting him out earlier. Yeah. What do you feel about the community / culture? I think it's brilliant. I mean, yeah, you get the odd troll here and there, but you know, for the most part, if people like the same stuff that you do, then you know, go for it. You're in for a ride, because I didn't expect to meet so many great people, like, you know, Parachute Walker, Mr. Ultimate Whovian, Jack McCullough, Labyrinth85, Dubzu member, Joe Malley, Alan Kalo, Xenomorph, you know, just SGRTBD16, just so many people, many more that I can mention, but I haven't got enough time for that. But it's not that I don't love you all. I do. The Unfitted Key, obviously, because he's my oldest friend. But I can't. I mean, this could have been really embarrassing for me to join YouTube. Like, I could have really sunk myself into a hole which I might not have been able to recover out of, because I'm going to tell you a bit of a personal story. It's not long, but basically, when I was in secondary school, this is before my YouTube started, I had decided to do a review of a film. I think it was one of the Harry Potter films. I think I was reviewing the Deathly Hallows Part 1. But I put it on Facebook. Yeah, and that was the worst decision of my life, because like the next day at school, I mean, I think I deleted it a few hours after, and the next day I did get the mickey taken out of me. It was a bad review anyway. It was a terrible review, but yeah, that was a bit of a dark time in my life, and I haven't really shared that with many people since the incident. I'm just like, oh fuck. So yeah, sorry for language, but yeah, but the community of YouTube, I don't know. I mean, what convinced me to join was just because I loved films and wanted to express that. But then it became something more than that. I decided to do Doctor Who reviews, and I mean, I had to do Doctor Who. I knew I wanted to do Doctor Who because, you know, I call myself MrTardis11. You know, that's kind of inevitable. Excuse me, I'm sniffly. But you know, if you want to start a YouTube channel, it's great. You know, you just got to get yourself out there. As long as you have a clear idea of what you do and think about it, because that's what I didn't do. I didn't think about myself, about how it was, about copyright. I didn't think about the logistics. I just sort of thought, I want to start YouTube, just like that. But yeah, and I was crap to start with, but I think like my first year of YouTube was just nothing. It was just terrible. It was awful. And then the next year, I started again. I refreshed myself, and it seems to have been going well ever since. I mean, yeah. Yeah. But you meet lovely people. Like I'm blessed to have met all these people. You know, as I've said many times in this video. And you know, if people enjoy your content, then that's a bonus, because you can discuss. That's the beauty of YouTube. Is basically it can also become. It's not just like a video sharing, you know, network website. It's also. It's kind of like a forum as well. Like in the comments section is like a forum. You can discuss sort of things. I always look forward to like my comments, because I like to kind of discuss certain things that, you know, I might have brought up in my videos. You know, and people can have their own opinions, and I respect them. You know, if you don't respect people's opinions, then, you know, like if you go in all guns blazing and saying, oh, how can you like this? This is like, shit or something, you know, just don't bother commenting, because that's the sort of trash that, you know, YouTube doesn't take. You know, you gotta respect other people, and that's what I've tried to do. I mean, yeah, so yeah, that's it's great. What's your secret to a successful YouTube channel? Well, my YouTube channel's not really that successful. I mean, it's 148 subscribers, but I mean, to a certain extent, I guess it is, because well, in my eyes, I kind of see that I've done quite well. I mean, with all the subscribers that I've got, the secret to a successful YouTube channel for me is to push the boundaries of your channel. Just do something out of the ordinary. Do something different as well. Like, don't just keep doing the same things all the time. I mean, whilst, you know, like, it could be entertaining to do, like, just reviews and, you know, rankings, but I decided to do sketches, and that sort of pushed the boundaries of my channel, like, because I was very shy when I was in primary school. I was very shy, and then once I got to secondary school, like, after the first year, I think I joined a drama club, and ever since then I've became more confident. I've changed drama clubs and I've sort of become even more confident then. So, and you know, people started to find me funny, so I wanted to incorporate that in my YouTube channel, but for a while I didn't know how. So that's why I sort of wanted to do the sketches. I just want to sort of, I like to use my humour to kind of draw people into my videos. Like, I mean, and you know, just the sketches as well, I just make for fun. I mean, you know, it's not necessarily like an Oscar worthy thing. It's just a fun video. Like, sometimes, like in the collab sketches, they're great, and some of them do take a lot of planning, a lot of script writing and stuff, but it is all very rewarding in the end. And you know, comedy is a good asset to have. I mean, it's not necessarily something that everyone can do, but if you think about it, you can do it well. You know, you got to have the confidence. And for me, I never thought in a million years, like when I was in primary school, that I'd ever be able to do something like this. But look how people change, my dear. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But yeah, no, I wouldn't call my channel a complete success. Like, not like making money out of it or anything, but I do sort of, I do think to myself that I've done quite well to get this far. I mean, I could have like just easily deactivated my account and never gone back to it after I deleted all my crappy reviews and stuff, but I sort of bounced back. So yeah, being a successful YouTuber, you gotta think about it, take a lot of prep. It doesn't just happen overnight. I mean, it hasn't really happened for me, but like, I've got better as time's gone on, and I think some of my other fellow YouTubers would probably agree, and I think some of them have actually improved over the past year or 2 years or so. It's just great. It's a great thing to be on YouTube. So don't be shy to join, but just be aware that, you know, it's not something that can happen overnight, and you know, so yeah, just be aware of that. And yeah, that's really it. And finally, who do I tag? Well, a lot of the people I would have tagged have already been tagged, so I'm going to tag Jack McCullough, Xenomorph824 if he's around. I'm going to tag Dubzoo member. I want to tag Alan Kalo. I would quite like to tag the Unfitting Key as well, if he's got the time to do that. And yeah, probably Mr. Ultimate Whovian as well. I know he's already been tagged, but I mean, depending on when this is actually up, if he's done it already, I don't know. But yeah, those are the people I want to tag. So yeah, thanks for tagging me, Parachute Walker and Labyrinth 35. I appreciate that. This has been quite a fun video to do, actually. I've enjoyed it. I mean, I'm sorry about the cold, but it's life. I thought I can't not do a video just because of a sniffle. So yes, yeah, that's the end of my video. So you know, keep tuning in for future content. I have got a lot more Bond reviews coming. The Doctor Who Series 8 reviews will continue Saturday. So I shall be reviewing Mummy on the Orient Express, which apparently Jenna Coleman is not in. Which kind of makes sense, considering the end of Kill the Moon. Otherwise that would be weird. But, yeah, no. Please put your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of my answers to the questions. Sorry I couldn't answer a couple of them. But, you know, yeah, I hope this has just been a nice discussion thing. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. As always, I'm MrTardis11. See ya.